Hi everybody, welcome back to the 2022 Easton Foundation's Gator Cup here in Newberry, Florida. We just got done with the women's compound match with Paige Pierce and Tanya Galantine. And now we are moving in to the men's compound, which is the same set of scoring, same distance, 50 meters, 150 points possible, so 15 arrows. I'm here now. This is Chris Schaff. I'm here with Paige Pierce, who just got done with
getting
that match.
Her butt spanked in the last match. I can tell you when we were out there, the wind was a little bit tricky, so I'm curious to see what the boys make of it.
Yeah, it looks like the wind's actually calmed down a bit for the boys.
I'm jealous. I'm definitely jealous. Yeah, it was tricky out there. It started left to right, did a little bit of right to left, and then a few winds of headwind. So it's not going to make it easy on them, but this is going to be one heck of a final. We've got two incredible guys out there. They both shot strong all day long, so.
Yeah, they did. Right now looking at him, Mike Schloesser is definitely, the more favorited archer because he's had a lot more experience out here on the finals venue. I'm not 100% sure on Sawyer's. I think this might be his first gold medal match as a senior.
I think it is. But he's one of the few people, normally we would say mega underdog. Obviously anybody's kind of an underdog against Mike at this point, but Sawyer's been coming up through the ranks and just impressing us every step of the way. So I think if any underdog or any newbie could come in here and give Mike a run for his money, I think Sawyer is that person.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he shot strong all day. Took me out with 149 shoot off. I believe Mikey shot a couple 150s today.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he shot one against Tate earlier, actually.
Yep.
So they're going to be shooting 3 arrow ends. Each archer only has 20 seconds to shoot their arrow, and they're going to shoot 3 arrows per end, alternating.
Yeah, Mike starts off with a left side 10, so definitely probably a little bit different than when he was warming up over there. The wind. Same spot for Sawyer there, left side, which with a little bit of left to right wind, that's not a bad side to be on.
Yeah, that's the safe side. I'd rather be there as well. Wind picking up just a little bit for Mike here.
Yeah, we just hung it there at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, you'll notice a lot of the times people will miss into the wind side, but that's also because they're trying to hold real strong on that side. It's easy to push it just a little bit too much as the bow fires.
And some people may have clicks into their sights a little bit too. Yep.
There's a 9 from Sawyer.
Looks like the wind caught him a little bit on that one where it picked up here.
Yeah, and it's still blowing for Mike here.
Yeah, it's picked up quite a bit here for Mike's last arrow on the first end.
With compound, I would say
good
got 10. More of the challenge is just trying to aim your bow in the wind than anything. We also experience arrow drift, obviously not as dramatic as recurve, but with less holding weight, the wind does push our bows a lot more.
Yeah, and trying to execute a shot when your aiming reference is bouncing all over the place is kind of tough.
Yep.
To execute a good shot at it because you're trying to make things go faster so you don't get pushed around too much.
Mm-hmm. There's also not a lot of time in these finals to recover from that. Like if you get pushed and you're like, let's wait it out and reset, you only have 20 seconds from the time that you begin to draw your bow back. So unfortunately, there's usually not a whole lot of time to just relax, reset, and begin that execution again. So
you got to make them go.
Yeah, once you start, you have to commit.
Yeah, it is 29 there for Sawyer on the first end, and a 30 for Mike. So now, since Sawyer is the underdog, he will continue to shoot. Or he will shoot first now.
Yes, he'll shoot first.
He'll shoot first now. Mike started it off, but because he is, now leading, he will be second.
So because Mike was the higher ranked archer, he actually got to choose whether he wanted to shoot first or second. And what do you normally pick if you're in that situation, first or second?
It depends on the wind.
Really?
You might use them as a guinea pig to see where their first arrow goes, but 95% of the time you always choose to shoot first.
Yep.
Put the pressure on them, the first end, and then if it ever comes down to a shoot off, you get to shoot first.
Yep, and I think that's crucial.
Yeah,
because what they shoot doesn't matter. You're going to put one of your best arrows down there, and that's all you can do.
Yep, and they have to stare at that one until they shoot their arrow.
Mm-hmm.
So they know what they have to do, which could add a little bit of pressure.
I think it does.
Yeah,
for sure. I definitely would agree. But so the way it works here is then whoever is behind of cumulative score at the beginning of each end will always lead off on that end. So it's almost a little bit of an advantage to the person who's down, to be honest. But, it leaves the person who's, like right now would be Mike with a 30. He's got to stand up there by himself and shoot that last arrow, make it count when, at the end.
Yeah, but, it's Mike Schloesser.
I know.
He's
True that.
He's off of his second back-to-back World Cup win, here in Korea last weekend. So, he knows how to shoot a bow.
It's amazing. Sawyer's up here, nice and strong.
Yeah.
Good 10. Good 10. The wind did die down quite a bit now.
Yes, it did. Mikey knew that one before it even hit the target.
Yep.
He's still hanging that left side, but he just made a side adjustment there.
Yeah. Yep.
That one's middle.
Good strong shot from Sawyer.
Yeah, the wind is definitely calmed way down here. So they should be able to just, shoot, make good shots, aim them in the middle.
Yep. Another left side 10. I bet he puts a few more clicks in it, you think? Yep.
And I see both of them here. So it looks like Mike is shooting a thumb trigger.
Yes.
And Sawyer is shooting a back tension.
Good shot from Sawyer. Good
is there an advantage to one over the other one in the wind?
It depends on how you shoot it. There's times where I'm shooting a thumb in the wind and I'm shooting at true back tension.
That's a 30 there again. So they tied that in. Mikey's still up by 1.
But if you're a thumb person who can kind of switch back between back tension and putting a little gimme on that thumb, I think there's an advantage. But I mean, we've watched Mike shoot for a long time, and we pretty much know if Mike starts doing that, it's going to go south really quick. So I feel like for him, he just needs to stay calm and execute good shots. And Sawyer with a hinge, I mean, he shot that all day. He's been shooting that most of his career, from what I've seen.
Yeah, from what I've seen the last couple tournaments, he shot a hinge.
So I'm sure he's prepared to do what he needs to do to get through it, obviously. But luckily, the wind has died down for them quite a bit.
Target 1.
I think this is a really, really cool experience for Sawyer to be out there with Mike. It's kind of, in your guys' division, it's insanely hard just to make it to the gold medal final. It kind of feels like you already won, even though you haven't.
Yep.
So just for him to be out there after, all the incredible archers that were out there shooting today, and I don't even know how many 150s were shot on your field, but there was 3 in one match. It was impressive
3 or 4,
today.
yeah. Yeah, because I know Mike did one, Rio did one.
Tate did one,
and I think Jimmy did.
Yeah,
that same match.
And then Mike did another one.
Yep.
I think there was one earlier. I was watching scores down on mine to the field, and man, it was impressive.
Yeah,
so just to make it here, you guys have to understand how well both of these guys had to shoot all day to shoot through, everybody else to get to this point.
Yeah, and this is definitely, from my experience here at Gator Cup, the best weather we have had ever.
Yeah, 100%.
Normally thunderstorms, wind.
Wind so bad you're just trying to hit the scoring rings normally.
So Sawyer's going to start off the third end here because he is still trailing by 1. Yep.
Good 10.
And again, this is 3 arrow ends, 150 points possible, cumulative score. So every arrow that you shoot goes with you onto the finish.
The wind has completely died down. The windsock is just dead there.
It's on that left side over there, but they're, solid 10s.
Ooh, he threw that one.
Fired low.
Okay, it's a 9. The bad thing about that is if it was anybody else standing out there, I'd say you've still got a solid chance, but Mike isn't somebody who's going to give you a lot back.
You don't give Mike any arrows if you want to win.
Yeah, and definitely not early. I think that's the key, too.
Yep. And in this wind condition right now where it's dead calm, you can't give up anything.
He's good.
That's a good arrow. Scoring-wise.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
Figured him out.
He's good now. Back in the middle.
And standing behind him, who do we got? We got Braden Galantine behind Sawyer.
Yep.
Who is, an insanely decorated, high-ranking archer on the field. Any given weekend, he'll come away with a win.
Yeah, I think he qualified first here, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, he did.
Just goes to show, again, anything can happen in those matches. But I think for Sawyer, it's probably pretty comforting and pretty cool to have Braden back there.
Yeah, someone with that, recognition and everything of winning tournaments.
Yeah, and that experience, too. There's a difference. You just have to know what to say in those moments, Right now, he's down 2.
2, yeah.
And, somebody else might say something, but I promise you, Braden's been in this situation so many times. He knows what Sawyer needs to hear to get the job done. Then behind Mike, we have Gabby, which is his wife, also insanely decorated archer. Shoots a recurve, though, not a compound.
Yep.
But it's pretty cool to have them here. They're not here very often, so to have them both attend to USAT is pretty awesome.
Yep, they were both in Arizona as well. So.
Do you know if they're going to keep coming? Is that the plan?
It probably depends on what. I know during SoCal in a couple weeks they have their European Championships.
Okay.
So they'll be over there for that. You know, maybe give one of us a chance.
Yeah, when Mike shows up, it's you've got to bring your best.
Absolutely.
The wind's still holding nice and steady. Nothing too crazy, which is good. Mike looks super relaxed. He's up there smiling.
Yeah, scores were confirmed, 88-90. Sawyer will start off this fourth end as well.
So at this point, I mean, we've both been in these situations, and in Sawyer's position, he's just thinking, I can't miss.
Yep.
Like, I have to hit these. I have no chance. At best, if I clean out, maybe he'll give me a few. But at this point, basically, if Sawyer gives him anything else, it's going to be a done deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless, wind picks up again here.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
Then it's anybody's ball game.
Yep. But if it stays calm like this, they're not going to miss many.
Yep. That's a good one.
Yep. Nice 10, left side. Yeah, dead center.
That's why you can't give Mike anything.
Yeah.
He's so confident in his shot and hard to beat a lot of days.
Yep, it's a good 10. Yeah, I mean, I'm still amazingly impressed that Sawyer's holding his own as much as he has right now. Like you said, I think this is his first senior final, and that is nerve-wracking enough. But to be standing out there with Mike is like, a whole different ball game.
Yeah, but, when you get out there with Mike, he's not going to give you anything. So you know what you have to bring.
Yeah.
When you get up there, against some guys, they go, okay, they're going to give you a couple, so don't give a couple.
Yeah.
So I feel like that puts more pressure on you than knowing what you have to do.
I agree with you, 100%. Nice and
Mike
clean.
stacks 3 of them in there.
Dang. That was impressive.
Yes. So he's now clean through 4 ends.
Yeah.
He could put, I believe, his third, maybe his fourth 150 on the board today.
That's insane.
Out of the 6 matches that we've shot.
Yeah. It's so hard, too, from people just watching at home, and it's like, oh, it's just a 150. But, I'll just say it in my career. I've never shot one, in a competition. That is hard to do. Yeah. I shoot a lot of 149s, but for someone to go out there and shoot multiple 150s in a day, you just know they're on. And you said, he's so confident. You can watch that and see that in him. And like you said, he just won back-to-back World Cups. How could he not be?
Yeah. I mean, he knows what his equipment can do, and having confidence in all of your equipment and yourself, I feel like puts you on a different level. If you're not confident in something, you're always going to be thinking about that.
Yep.
But when you let that arrow go and it's going to hit the middle most of the time, it's hard to beat.
Yeah. No, it is. Well, Sawyer did what he needed to do in that end. He put all of them in the middle.
Yep.
He knew he needed that. And, Mike obviously didn't give him any, so Sawyer's same boat. I mean, odds are, yeah, Mike's not going to give him 2, but all Sawyer can do is try to put all 3 arrows in the middle and hope for the best.
Yes. The wind is, switched from the archer to the target, where before it was from the target to the archer. So, maybe that'll play a little bit of a role in it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not, but
it's good. Same spot as his first arrow last time. Sawyer actually shot, really strong scores all day as well. I'm looking that up, 147s, 148s.
Yeah, dead center there by Mike again. Yeah, like I said, Sawyer beat me in a 149 shoot-off.
Yeah. Yeah, the kid can shoot.
Yes, he can.
I think
he was up there in Arizona. Sawyer just gave him one there, but he was up there in the top 4, I believe, in Arizona.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and again, just to make it to the top 4 is
Mikey didn't like that one, but it hung.
Yeah. Again, that's Mike versus a normal person.
Yep, so Mikey's got 1 arrow here for a perfect score.
Yeah. I think he'll do it. I think he got the bad one out of the way just now.
Yep.
He was mad about it. He'll make this one count.
Sawyer ended that one with a 29 there for a 147.
Which is Yeah, Mike did
dead
it.
center.
150. Wow.
That's impressive.
That is amazing.
Gold medal match 150s are not seen very often.
No. Even Sawyer's 147, I mean, he deserves a shout-out for that. At 147 in a final with wind, changing,
Yep.
it's impressive.
Yeah, and being your first senior final,
Wow.
gold medal final.
Yeah.
You know, it's
He is going to have one bright future, and I'm pretty excited we get to watch.
10-10-9.
10-10-9.
They are down there now confirming all the scores.
Thank you.
Obviously, we watched, but we have to wait until they officially announce the winner.
and the next match that we have will actually be a completely different system. We're going to be shooting 70 meters instead of 50. 3 arrows per end each,
And set
but
points.
set points. So the higher the score per end gets 2 set points. If they tie, it's 1 set point apiece. So this, you know, in recurve, you can make a bad end and still come back from it.
Oh, yeah.
You wipe the slate clean per end.
Yeah, which is crazy, and they called it. Mike is your winner. Oh, this is cute. Well, that definitely made it worth him and Gabby coming out here, so that's awesome.
Yes, for sure.
And congrats to Sawyer on second. Once again, that is nothing to be disappointed about. A 147 in any final, let alone your first final, is more than most people could ever hope for. So
Yes,
that was impressive.
it was very impressive shooting by both of them.